One bends reality with spells, the other rewrites reality with stories. Doctor Strange versus Anansi. This is control versus chaos. So let's break this one down. Now let's look at Doctor Strange's skill set. This is a sorcerer supreme of Earth. He manipulates time, space, and energy. He's a master of interdimensional travel and soul projection. Anansi is the West African trickster god of stories. He alters fate through language and narratives. He's a shapeshifter, immortal thought former, wielder of metaphysical truth. Now, in overall strength, Doctor Strange is really relies on his ability to channel cosmic forces, and he wields some very powerful relics. Anansi doesn't rely on brute force. His strength lies in narrative manipulation, which I'll explain a little bit. Overall durability, Doctor Strange has survived attacks from very powerful demon and multi-universal collapses. Now, Anansi cannot be destroyed. He is conceptually tied to storytelling itself, so he exists in a different realm. Now, their powers are varied. Strange is going to use spellcasting, reality warping, energy constructs, and banishment spells. Anansi is going to rely on fate alteration, narrative reversal, logic inversion, deception-based manipulation. The weaknesses are kind of minor for these guys. Strange relies on his artifacts and preparation, so he is susceptible to conceptual traps. Anansi loses power without belief or cultural relevance, which I don't think he's going to have to worry about right now. In terms of their tactics, Strange is going to use layered spells and dimensional strategy. Anansi uses unpredictability, irony, and symbolic inversion to destabilize his opponents. So who wins overall? I'm looking at this and saying that Doctor Strange is very powerful for a human, and that puts him on a pretty powerful scale. Going up against Anansi, I'm going to say if he stabilizes the battle with his precast spells and bypasses the logical traps, he can pull about 40% of these battles out. Overall, Anansi, his ability to structure the conflict and reframe even Strange's spells as a part of rewriting his story. So while Doctor Strange controls spells, Anansi controls meaning, and sometimes the story you believe is more powerful than the reality that's in front of you, or the spell that will cast. So a lot of respect for Doctor Strange, but you're going up against a deity who's just beyond you in terms of overall power, and he can always rewrite whatever you have done, especially if he can anticipate what your moves might be.